Okay, we're just going into our little warm-up for today's workout, and today we're just going to have a bit more of a chill-out warm-up. So I want you to be standing equally on both feet and just think where the weight is. So you should be feeling a little bit of weight underneath the base of your big toe, base of your little toe, and also underneath your heels. So you can just gently rock backwards and forwards and see if you can find that balance. And then also we want to be even from side to side. So we're just going to rock from side to side, feel the weight shifting, and you'll find your centre position where you're lovely and balanced. And then just work your way up your legs. Be careful that you don't push your knees back. We don't lock the knee joint. That doesn't mean that we're standing there with bent legs, okay? It's just not a locked knee joint. So it's a neutral knee joint, a soft knee joint. And then working your way up to your pelvis, and we're doing what I call standing on your glutes. So you know what that means? That means there should be a little bit of tone in those glutes. Have a feel. You know, they shouldn't feel really, let me just switch them off, really floppy and loose. Neither should they be gripped on. But there's a little bit of tone going on so that you can feel that there is some connection in your glute muscles. Standing on your glutes. Those are the muscles that are designed for you to support you in your upright position to stand on, not standing on your quads. Because if you end up standing on your quads, then you end up flexing. Okay, and I see loads of people standing on their quads and walking on their quads, alright? So use these glutes. Let the glutes do the job that they should do. So we're standing on our glutes, our pelvis is in a nice neutral position. That means the hip bones, pubic bone are on the same plane. Both sides of the waist, nice and long, and just relax your shoulders down. Now I like to think of my arms as starting in my mid-back, and that just allows me to keep a little bit of connection going on between my shoulder blades. So I'm not saying squeeze your shoulder blades together at all, I've just got a little bit of connection going on. I can just feel those muscles just working to hold my arms in the right position. And your palms should actually be facing in towards your thighs. And just relaxing your arms down. Keep the back of the neck nice and long, so the chin is in a bit, crown of the head lengthening up towards the ceiling. So that's a lovely, good Pilates standing position. And all we're going to do is do a few little roll downs. So I want you to lengthen the back of the neck, pull in those abdominals and start to roll down. Let the head lead the way, let the head be nice and heavy. Rolling down through your spine, keeping those knees soft. Breath in at the bottom, breathe out, bend the knees, tuck the pelvis under, uncurling through your spine. Release the shoulders down, crown of the head up towards the ceiling, and off you go again. So we're rolling down through the spine. Bending the knees, tucking the pelvis under, uncurling through that spine. And again. So just lovely roll downs, gentle way to wake us up. Just getting a little bit of focus on feeling our body working. One more time. Remember to let the head be heavy. Keep the knees soft. At the bottom, you actually bend your knees, pulling your tummy muscles, use your glutes, push through your heels, help your glutes to move your pelvis to uncurl through the spine. And then I want you to take a lovely breath in, and an out breath as you release down. And again, just moving those arms. Lovely big breath in, waking our bodies up. Last one like this, but end up with your arms out to the side. Little bit of rotation going on here. Pelvis nice and still. Just getting ourselves ready for our little workout. Last time. Coming back to centre. Arm is going up. Over we go. Just a lovely stretch up. And over. And again. And just one more time. Release down and come down onto your mats, ready for your chill out workout today. Hi, so let's get down onto our mats. I'm going to start with a few little ab prep. So I'm just going to get rid of that cushion, clasping my hands behind the back of my head, elbows fairly wide, pelvis lovely and still. As I breathe in, get some length in the back of my neck, out breath, curling up. Breathing in as I go back, I'm not resting my head down, out as I curl up. So I'm keeping the back of the neck nice and long, not cramming my chin into my chest, using my breathing, really firing up those abdominals, pulling my ribs down towards my hips, keeping my head really heavy in my hands. Okay, make that your last one. Hold at the top into obliques. So it's an out breath as you rotate in centre. Rotate and centre. Think elbow towards your knee. Sorry, shoulder towards your knee. It's good. It's not a huge movement, this one. Quite a small movement. Almost feels like you're rocking and rolling from one shoulder blade to the other. Okay, back to centre. Let's take those legs into tabletop and we'll do a few more little ab breaths. Out breath as you curl up. And one more. Hold here. Obliques. Time. Well done. Release down. Knees in towards your chest. Okay, place those feet back down, arms relaxed down by your sides. Using a head cushion if you want to. Okay, we're just going to breathe in to take the arms up. Out breath. Take them back, keep the ribs down and soft. So the arms float up, breathe out. So I'm controlling this for my abdominals. My back staying completely still. Out breath. Okay, taking those legs into your tabletop position, breathing in. Out breath to take them back. So lovely and controlled, nice and slow. Just controlling those movements. This time I'm going to take one leg away. So as I breathe out, I'm extending one leg away and breathing in to return. Making sure I'm changing legs this time. Extend one leg away. And return. And extend that leg away and return. So the back doesn't arch at all while you do this. Okay, let's have a go at both legs now. It's obviously more challenging. If you don't want to do both legs, stick to one leg at a time. Keeping that control, keeping your focus there. Lovely. And rest. Okay, curl the head up, hold on to one leg, one hand on the knee, other down by the side, extend the other leg away and change on the out breath. Both legs back together, release down, knees in, roll the head from side to side. Placing those feet back down, over onto your sides. Into our leg exercises. So we're going to bend one leg in, other leg nice and long. Remember, waist lifted, lifting the leg, breathing in as it comes forwards and out as it goes back. So keeping the length at the waist here, so I'm thinking about sending that hip away the whole time. Listening to the length of my hamstring. Not allowing that waist to touch the ground. Feeling like I'm lengthening out of the hip. Okay. Out breath as you lift, in as you lower. Little lift and lowers. Keeping that feeling of length. Again, I'm feeling like I'm reaching out of my hip. Trying to keep my head and my neck and my shoulders completely relaxed as I do this. One more time. And leave the leg here. Now you're going to bend the leg in. Reach the leg forwards. Take the leg all the way back. Bend. Bring it forwards. So it's almost as if I'm going to do a great big bicycle. Great big bicycle movement going on this side. That's it. Keeping my torso nice and still and controlled so you can feel your glute working as you take the leg back behind the line of that hip. Nearly there. One more time, lovely big bicycle movement, and rest your leg down. Well done. Let's change sides. So just get the alignment right. Bottom leg bent in, top leg nice and long, waist lifted, in to swing forwards, out as you take it back. Don't forget, it's all about length. Try really hard to keep your head and neck lovely and relaxed. That's why I use a cushion. Don't want any tension in my neck. That way I can focus a lot more on my abdominals. Last one. Lift and lower. So out as you lift, in as you lower. Out as you lift, in as you lower. Feeling of length going on. Waist lifted as you lift the leg, so you don't want your waist collapsing down. Okay, just one more time. Alright, then you're bending, so this is the big bicycle type movement. So reach, 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 bend, draw through, and reach, 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 reach. So just like a great big bicycle movement. Keeping this going, we're nearly there. Okay, let's do one more. Oh, what's a lovely movement. And rest, well done. Rolling over onto your tummies. Okay. You can have your your forehead on a cushion, or if you prefer, place one hand on top of the other. Push your pubic bone into the mat. So look what happens when I push my pubic bone into the mat. My glutes fire up, my lower back lengthens. Think about keeping the length in your leg, and it's an out breath as you lift, in as you lower, and then change. Pulling your tummy muscles in nice and hard. Shoulders are relaxed, they're not doing anything. Hopefully they're not helping out too much. Using your glutes, using those abdominals. And then changing that into swimming. Opposite arm, opposite leg. Notice my head is floating just an inch or two off the mat. Eye level is down. Shoulders are stabilised. I don't want your shoulders to lift up towards your ears as you do this. One more time. And rest, legs a bit wider, we're into cobra. Pubic bone still into the mat. Imaginary marble under your nose. And we're breathing in, we're rolling the marble away. Elbows are in, shoulders are down, breastbone towards the ceiling. Wide and open across your chest. And then lengthen the spine to come down. Breathing in. Might be able to look to the ceiling and breathing out, lengthen on the way down. One more time. And coming into that back rest position, well done. Toes together, bottom on the heels, come down onto that mat. And then coming up for a nice curved spine, and we're coming over onto our sides. And again, please use cushions if you've got them. And I want you to lie on your side. We're going into arm openings, so we've got shoulder on top of shoulder, hip on top of hip. Legs into right angle, palms together. In breath as you open, and out as you close. Breathing in as you open, look at your fingers, touch the ground behind you, and out as you close. Let the head roll naturally as you do this. Both the shoulder blades coming into contact with the ground. This arm should be long on the ground, it's just that I'm running out of space here. But you should get the full arm down in contact with the ground. One more time. Okay. Now I want you to bend those arms in. We're doing the same thing. So this time we're going to hold it here, and then you're lengthening the arm along the ground, drawing it back down. Lengthen the arm along the ground and draw it back down. So we've got both shoulder blades on the ground. And we're just going up and down with the arm. It's quite a strong stretch for some people, this one. Keeping, of course, the hips nice and still. The knees together. We'll do it one more time. And then bring the arms back together. Move the cushion. Clasp the hands, and again the same type of thing. In breath as you open. I'm trying to get both the shoulder blades and my elbow on the ground. You can look towards the elbow if you want to, and out as you close. So remember that this elbow stays down as well. Now I'm not expecting you all to be able to get both those elbows down, but again you're just doing it to the best of your ability. This takes the rotation a little bit higher up into your thoracic, a little bit more into your thoracic, which is where we want to be working. Feels lovely. Just to loosen that upper back up. We don't want our upper backs becoming too stiff, because if they do, that ends up giving us problems in our lower backs. So it's really important that we keep that mobility there. This is your last one. Oh, and just pause there. Breathe into it. Enjoy that lovely stretch. See if you can let those muscles go. Just let them release and relax. Well done. Okay, let's do the same thing on the other side. So we're starting with the arm openings. This is where you can use a cushion if you want to. Remember, I'm a little bit tight for space here, but you should be getting that arm fully down. So it's an in breath as you open, and it's an out breath as you close. Keeping the pelvis as still as you can. That way we can take the rotation a little bit higher into our thoracic. So knees are together, knees stay down on the floor. Look at your fingers as you do this, so the head just rolls naturally. I don't want you to get any tension in your head and neck when you do this. Okay, This time, remember, we're bending those arms in and off we go again. Try and touch the ground. So it's interesting when you do these because you can feel straight away which side is tighter for you in rotation. So this is my tight side. This is a little bit harder, not going quite as easily as the other side. And so if I was doing these by myself, I would be doing twice as many on this side as I did on my looser side. So don't be afraid to do an uneven amount of these. You know, it's all about learning and discovering where you're tight and where you're strong and working on those weaknesses and just helping to rebalance your body. Okay, now we're just going to get rid of the cushion. Clasp the hands behind the head, resting your head on the elbow, and off you go with this one. Oh, that's much harder for me to get the elbow down on this side. So I have to work much harder. Starts to get tight here, really just pushing into it, getting that last bit of rotation out. So be aware of what your body feels like, where you're feeling a little bit stiff. So it's another one of these exercises where we're trying to keep the pelvis still. Oh, and move a little bit higher up in the spine in our thoracic at the moment. That's good. And we've probably done a few more on this side because I'm a bit tighter on this side, and your tendency is always to do more on the side that's a bit tighter to try and rebalance. Okay, and rest. Well done. So coming up into that sitting position, and we're going to sit cross-legged, and we're just going to do a little bit more rotation. So we're sitting nice and tall on your sit bones, lengthen spine, crown of the head to the ceiling, arms are out, little bit of rotation, pelvis stays still. So out breath as you rotate. So be aware of your pelvis, trying to keep it lovely and still. And again, keep the feeling of length, a little bit of rotation, so important for us to keep that rotation in our thoracics. And back to centre, rest the arms down, just clasp those hands, sit lovely and tall, and just close your eyes. And I just want you to focus on your breathing. So try and breathe in through the nose and out through the mouth. And remember, we're trying to take the breath a little lower down into our bellies, blowing our bellies out as we do this. So slower, deeper breathing. Just letting all that tension just ebb away. Using our breathing to help us relax and release. So we feel ready to face the day. Not starting the day off stressed, but starting it off energized from the workout we've just done. And then from just doing a little bit of breathing, just setting us up for the day. Okay, that's your workout for today. So have a lovely day, stay chilled, stay stress-free, and I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Bye.